That's
So
That is
fine.
expressing yourself.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
That's a form of self-expression, which is something else that I've been thinking about lately. People don't know how to distinguish sexuality from self-expression.
Because everything is sexual now.
Yeah, everything is just a sexual thing.
Everything has got to be related.
Everything is just sex at all times of the day.
Right. Everything is related to the sex. So now this, didn't mean to do shit. I think I put it out of order. Damn. No, here we go. Okay, so this next little thing, right? This next little topic that I got. That was a big ass topic. That was a big ass topic. That was a thick topic. No, just kidding. All right, this next thing, right? Why is it there? No, here. I found this video, right?
Oh my god.
Of this bulletproof
seen
safe
this.
room in a school
Yep.
because of, the school shootings and all that stuff, right? And I'm saying to myself, I believe there's definitely got to be a better way to do this.
A wetter.
A wetter.
A way better way to do this. I mean, the design is good. Like, it's like in the corner and it's using the blackboard or whatever. That's cool. I don't know if there's a door. That is kind of one thing that I'm kind of like.
There has to be a door, right?
Maybe they just haven't added
Otherwise,
the door
there's no
yet.
point.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe they're just going to add the door later. I don't know. Maybe like that board behind her is the door. I don't know how that works. But
It probably is a fold.
right, yeah. So I think there's a better way, and I've been seeing that other countries are actually doing it the way that this country should be doing it, especially since our country is a bit more freer. And this is actually what our country should be doing instead.
Of course.
Yes, we should be teaching the kids about how to put together the guns. Damn
What
it!
country is this?
I think this is Crimea, so in Russia, basically. Russia.
Oh, that explains it.
Yes. And what are they saying? You can't really understand what they're saying anyways. But
That's taekwondo.
That's kind of cool.
right? I mean, like, apparently in America they did used to teach this in schools, and then at some point they stopped.
Because people made an issue about injury and made an issue about kids who physically inept kids.
Oh yeah.
But then it became an issue of, well, what's the difference between physically inept and someone who's physically actually physically can? And that's just an excuse for making kids lazy, in my opinion.
Oh no.
Because I'm of the opinion that PE should be more
mandatory.
mandatory.
That should definitely be mandatory, but yeah, since
I'm
the
all
government
for gun safety classes in schools. I don't know how I feel about like actual weapons training. I'm not necessarily opposed to it for it, but I'm also not necessarily.
So I'm
for it.
gonna go out there and say that I have an extreme view on it, and I believe that every single person, right, should be allowed to have a gun after they learn how to use the gun properly, of course. And yes, that means kids. Yes, that means felons too. Why? Why? Because if a person who is going to be a criminal, regardless, right? If somebody who's going to go and do a shooting, even though killing people is illegal anyways, if they know that everybody else around them definitely has a gun, not maybe, but definitely has a gun, the likeliness of them doing it is far less. And if they still do it, then they're going to be shot by literally everyone, even the little kid over there who's got his own little 9mm gun.
I think that it should be normalized in society. Not necessarily that it should be taught and that kids should be given guns in schools, but I think it should be normalized so that we aren't piss afraid that everyone who picks up a gun is going to be the next school shooter.
Right. Yeah. I think it used to be normalized, and then they unnormalized it by saying, school shootings, guns are dangerous. Because apparently guns just get up and shoot people on.
Yeah. There's actually a scene in one of the Indiana Jones movies that I watched recently where he just threw a gun down. It was the most recent one. He threw a gun down and just went off. I was like, that is not how guns work. You don't just throw a gun on the ground and it just fires even if it impacts something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just one bullet. It was like an AR and it just went. I was like, that is not how guns work.
Wow. That's hella programming.
Movies
right
have been doing that shit for years, though.
I know.
Yeah, that's hella programming, though, to make you think that guns can just go off on their own.
Here's the thing. In a previous Indiana Jones movie, he tosses a pistol across the room and it lands on something hard and it didn't go off. That's the thing that got me. I was like, they really have just
They're trying to make guns seem bad. Yeah.
Everything with their own agendas.
Yeah. And then, of course, fucking, what's that dude? Oh, I forgot that actor that shot that person on set. Mm-hmm. I forgot his name.
Oh, from The Crow?
Baldwin. Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh.
Yeah, that dude, he actually shot somebody himself with the gun that wasn't supposed to have bullets in it.
Right.
And
There was another one like that.
Really? Like
the dude from The Crow.
Oh yeah,
The
he
main
did.
actor for The Crow. He actually died on set.
Yeah,
Oh.
because of the gun. Because it was a
the
real
blanks
gun.
weren't actually blank. Or
That's
well,
a fuck up.
it
Someone
was
got fired.
supposed to be. Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
got fired that day. A lot of people
Somebody
probably.
definitely had to go to jail. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, I remember that. And I think it also happened to Bruce Lee.
And I wanted to say, yeah, they've been doing it in movies for forever, Scorch.
Yeah.
I just meant the thing that it shocked me how different it became when it was a franchise that we grew up with, and then a few years after the last movie that they made, it just all of a sudden guns work differently in this show or a movie.
It's because Hollywood got in control of shit, and then they're like, you know what, gun's bad now.
Yeah.
No more gun. Because
I don't know how much I specifically believe that change is like aiding towards programming that guns are bad. Because there's a lot of shit that's just like blatantly wrong in movies that movies add for extra
Comedic effect or
thrill or extra effect
plot
or
I think what you
Yeah.
mean.
something like that.
But I mean, like,
I'm not discounting the possibility, but
it's just like which I actually talked to somebody at work where, you know, he's a Republican conservative type person, I think. I'm just gonna say because I think, and like I'm not either one of those, right? But I was talking to him one day and he was saying, you know, don't you think what were we talking about? I think we were talking about like abortion. And he was like, don't you think, you know, the government should make abortion illegal? And I was like, to be honest, I don't trust the government at all. And I was like, it kind of comes down to the person themselves. They have to understand, you know, that not to do that just on their own. And also, you know, it's like the culture. So like movies, TV, music, all that shit has to kind of manipulate to, for lack of a word, it has to manipulate people to believe abortion is wrong. But when you have that one song where we had that girl rapping about having an abortion and she was banging everybody, and then, you know, you have TV shows and movies and politicians and artists and musical artists, all these people are like, yes, abortions are good. And then that's when you kind of get into that situation.
Personally, okay, so we've had a discussion about abortion on the show before, and we're probably going to have it again.
Uh-oh.
And for the sake of time, I don't want to like express my full view now.
Yeah.
That has been changed.
Yeah.
But I will say I don't think it should come down to whether or not the government allows it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the government has had dealings with it, it's become agendaed. It's become something that people have to make a stand for.
Yep.
That should never be the case.
A political view.
Yeah, it should never be a part of federal politics.
And nothing
my
should be
opinion.
federal politics, even marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's a
hurt
freedom.
Somebody's feelings with that one.
It's a freedom that humans were given once our medical field and society advanced far enough.
Yeah. And let them do whatever they want with themselves.
Right.
But hey, they'll probably just abort themselves out of existence, and then the only people alive will be the people who don't believe in abortion. Or there you go. Then that solves the problem in its own. I mean, to be fair. So, thank you once again for watching, but please go subscribe on Rumble, Odyssey, and Utreon to see more content that we cannot put on YouTube. Also, check out our GameSanity channel where we play live streams of different games, and the Oreyo Show, where we have a podcast about current events and interesting topics going on in the world today. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.